Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So, what is happening right now with Bitcoin? We saw a tremendous fall just hours ago. And in this video, I'm going to explain why and what you should do about it. So, as you can see right now, we're actually a little bit better than before. Bitcoin is at 63,000. Okay. But let me zoom in. Let me show you. Yes, we fell from 67,000 all the way down to 60,800. And now we're back up to 63,000, right? Even while I was flying, this happened. Bitcoin just fell down suddenly. What caused it? Well, it has to be this, right? It was announced just like an hour or two ago that Iran decided to retaliate against Israel and has launched 100 attack drones that will be arriving in the next few hours. I guess it takes like a few hours before it can fly there. So Israel is trying to defend this and plan how to stop them, obviously, from getting into country. And also, the U.S. is discussing how to treat this. Biden, well, the US and Israel are allies, and Biden has come out previously saying that, hey, Iran, don't retaliate, don't attack Israel. If you do, we will get involved. So right now, Biden and administration, they're talking. So I don't know where this is going to lead. I don't know what this means for the US. Are we going to be drawn into a war? I think this is going to be different. This is not like Ukraine, where we just sent weapons and money. This may actually pull the U.S. into the Middle East and actually get into a war. So I don't know what's going to happen, but if it does happen, for sure, the U.S. will need to come up with more money, right? The money printer will probably come back on, and we may have another $1 trillion or $2 trillion being printed. That would not surprise me. So what does that mean? Well, that means inflation is going to become a real thing once again, right? It's not going to change. This will never change. The U.S. is on a path where we just simply think that we can print infinite amount of money and it doesn't matter. It does matter, but we're like kind of in this mindset where somehow it doesn't matter anymore. And that would be very unfortunate. Powell has been working hard, whether you think he has been doing successfully or not in terms of curbing inflation. He can't help the money printing. He really can't. So I don't know what this means. I don't know why there was a big sell off right now. We are having a pretty good recovery. Look at that. Pretty good recovery. And it's because I think the FUD caused a lot of people to panic sell. Obviously, a lot of liquidations, but overall, a lot of people, I think they just preemptively sold because they're fearful that something bad may happen, right? But whenever we see big catastrophic drops, at least as of late, we see pretty good recovery. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. And I think we really need to see what happens this coming week in terms of what U.S., what Biden's going to say, what the U.S. involvement will be, right? What other countries' involvement will be. I think we'll have to wait a little bit to see the true totality of what may come. But Bitcoin has seen this before. I started out showing you this view. Bitcoin just a month ago was at this level. So it really wasn't out. It was less than a month ago. And even before that, beginning of March. So we saw Bitcoin hit these levels before. So it's not like this is unknown territory, right? But whenever you see big falls like this, generally speaking, DCA is a good idea. So you could take advantage of these dips, right? And when things recover, you profit. That's how it works. That's why I've been saying hold 20, 25, 30% cash so you can dollar cost average and or buy the dips like today, right? Obviously, when Bitcoin's down 5, 6, 7%, pretty good buying opportunity. But if you look at some of the others, like, for example, Solana was down double digits. It still is. It was below 130, guys. It was in the 120s. Now it's a little bit higher, right? And Solana got reset back to like beginning of March. But man, buying Solana at a 10% or 11% discount, or even Avalanche at a 15% discount, right? There are a lot of good buys right now. There are a lot of good buys. Now, I can't say for sure that Bitcoin and everything else won't go down even more. That's certainly possible. If the war escalates, certainly possible, right? But I like to remind you guys that the halving event is only 5 days away. 5 days away. And fundamentally, Bitcoin has not changed. Bitcoin is still the greatest hedge against inflation. The address count, the hash rate, the number of users, number of holders, everything you can measure Bitcoin with, strong as ever. Of course, we still have the ETF effect, right? If it wasn't for Grayscale, ETFs would be soaking up still hundreds of millions per week. No, per day, right? That is still happening. And the latest rumor is that Hong Kong's going to approve their spot ETF come Monday. That would be a big thing. And there's still so many other institutions and funds and banks that are trying to get involved, right? So there's no doubt in my mind the remainder of this year is bullish. It's part of the reason why I'm here in Dubai because Token 24/9 is here. This will be a huge gathering of crypto minds. A lot of projects will be here, a lot of leaders, and hopefully none of it really gets disrupted by what's going on in the Middle East. I'm looking forward to my time here, and I'm really looking forward to meeting new people, talking to projects, really networking and expanding out there. So none of these things have changed, right? So I know FUD sometimes gets scary. Yes, FUD is always scary, but when in doubt, zoom out, right? And take advantage. So if you don't have the ability to DCA, well, learn from this. Make sure you get some cash on the side so you're able to take advantage, right? My DCA portfolio that I've shown you guys for over 2 years, still in the green. And even though there were times where it looked stupid, where I kept adding to it, and people did not believe it would ever turn green, well, I proved that it can, right? So stay strong, my friends. Now, one other thing is, and I'll just share a personal story because I did notice that, yeah, now there's no fly zones. For example, you can't fly over Iran right now. You can't fly over Israel. I think maybe the same deal with Syria. There's a lot of no-fly zones. And, my trip from Paris to Dubai was right over Israel. So we got a little bit lucky and we lucked out that it wasn't, hours later, right? But I don't know how this is going to affect my travels outside of Dubai when I want to get home or others that's trying to come in Dubai right now. So I really don't know. I really don't know, but hopefully there's not a lot of disruptions. Hopefully this war doesn't get too ugly. But I'm still very hopeful on Bitcoin and crypto. I think there are some amazing buying opportunities right now, right? So stay strong, my friends. And throughout this week, I'll be making more videos like this, educating you guys on what's going on here and also talking about what's going on outside the world and, of course, how that all relates to Bitcoin and crypto. All right. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.